push cards, buttons, stickers, signs. Student government elections are near, and each campaign is fighting for the same thing: you. This year proves to be especially important with challenges of future budget cuts. Current student government president Stuart Watkins says one way to combat these cuts is to get students involved in the legislature.
And a lot of what is going to happen here at this institution depends on what goes on downtown. So it's so very important that students are informed about what's happening with the budget and also speaking out.
Vice presidential candidate Christopher Sellers and each candidate for student government know budget cuts go hand in hand with academics and student life.
In the very near future, students are going to see a reduction in the number of classes and as a result, a reduction in the number of instructors.
All three campaigns have other initiatives to address budget cuts, in addition to putting a student voice inside the Capitol. Presidential candidate for student government Theodore Williams says his campaign, Going the Distance, is taking a proactive approach.
We want to implement a program called I Advocate, in which students will have an outlet to share their opinion on why they're passionate about the university.
Jay Hudson's Students First campaign says they aim to promote corporate sponsorships.
The problem with Louisiana State University is that we focus too much on government money when we should be looking at different funds. Some funds are self-generated funds.
And Sellers says his campaign, Leading the Way, wants to continue enhancing service learning programs.
LSU was just recently awarded 4 out of the top 6 service learning awards in the nation. And that's because the first service learning programs that were created here on campus were created with student fees.
Watkins says he hopes student leaders continue to ask questions and not lead only LSU, but the future state of Louisiana.
I commend all the tickets for thinking big. Just because we're in a time of a budget crisis doesn't mean that, we can't continue to move the university forward.
For Newsbreak, I'm Caitlin Dumit.